some hard money lenders, they may just ask you for a bank statement. If that, I've done deals with lenders, and when I'm telling you, I've never even given my social security number. It's because the asset makes so much sense. And when you get into the mindset, not even a mindset, the mindset is key, but just strictly get into the realm of finding good deals and getting cheap properties, everything else is fair game, because you gotta understand it's more people with money than it is properties.
What's going on? Welcome to the Art of Pursuit podcast, where we connect with 6, 7, 8-figure earners. We figure out what's working in their business, what allowed them to become successful on their path and on their pursuits towards success. Today's episode, I got 3 amazing brothers that happen to be in Los Angeles. And right now we are in downtown LA, and it's in the evening right now. Amazing brothers here that's going to be talking about funding, real estate, and really setting you up and getting you on the right position so you can take your life to the next level. Shout out to Smitty, my guy Ramel, and Derek Boone, man. Welcome to the podcast.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Feeling good. Yeah. How a little technical difficulties with one of the mics, so we got the one mic out here.
Mic check.
It's all good. You looking good with it, man. So what brought y'all to LA, man? Like what's really going on?
We came out here literally just to connect with some people. We got a couple, I don't say followers, leaders out of LA, so we came out to do a meetup, and then we had did another podcast and, with you. But it was good just meeting up with people. That was pretty much the main thing.
So what do you feel like is important about actually touching the people, meeting up, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that got online communities and you never really even actually interact with them in real life.
Oh, it's powerful because one, a lot of times people join into an online community and they got belief, but when they actually touch you, it's like, I don't know, that touch make you just want to do it even more.
Yeah.
You might talk to someone on the phone like, yo, you can do it. Then I'm in front of you like, bro, you can really do it. It's like a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like the one girl we was talking to at the meetup, she just was like, all right, I'm really trying this. She said she been in the community, 6 months or a couple months. And there she like, yo, all right, I'm shooting my shot now. Like,
so she wasn't going crazy, but she seen y'all turn
there
up.
She like, all right, it's going crazy. And then also sometimes people are scared to ask a question on a group coaching call. When they see you in person, they got that, so look, this is what I really been trying to ask you. Yeah. I just didn't want to ask it in front of 50 other people. And that's one of the things that happened last night at the meetup.
One of the students walked up to me and said, she not in my program yet. She just seen the meetup. She was like, I had to make sure you was real. And
that's another thing. Yeah.
She said, I didn't know you was trying to take my money or nah, that's crazy for you to think. But they're really thinking like that.
Yeah.
So that in-person meeting is a security for some of them. There was 2 people that said that. They was like, man, it's just so many people on the internet. Like, I didn't know if it was gonna be real or fake. So it's like me seeing you in person. Oh, I'm in. I'm with everything now. So I think that's one component as well.
So the meetup, did you have to be in the community to be a part of the meetup, or could you have just pulled up?
No, it was free. It
was free. So anyone in the area could have pulled up.
Okay. People from the community came, but it was free. Yeah.
And we did a big giveaway today. I can leave that out, bro. Yeah, we did a giveaway today. We bought a Foot Locker for some kids around the street. They said, well, Nipsey, you got that.
A block up from Nipsey, Marathon.
Yeah. It was
a block.
We helped some kids that was at perfect attendance and was doing good performances at school. Man, we got the whole classroom brand new shoe. And that's fire. Man, the smile on them kids' faces was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
So talk about that real quick, man, because obviously, y'all are all specialists, right? Expert in what you do. But at the same time, I mean, that's a real gesture right there, right? Because you're actually giving back and making an impact, right? So there's like a little stain, I would say, on entrepreneurship, especially in the information stage where people are talking about, these courses, these mentorships and stuff like that. And a lot of people may not be getting results, but there's a lot of people really getting results. You know what I'm saying? So why do you feel like it's important while you're making this impact and actually changing your own lives to give back and make impact in other people's lives?
I think it's important because, when I first got started, and I'm pretty sure they feel the same way, we didn't have people that we could actually touch and feel. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that most people need a hand up, right? It's not necessarily a hand out, but you need a hand up. And they've been trained on doing things the traditional way, the old way, which is go get a job, worked that for 30, 40 years and retired. And we look at what's going on in the economy. Amazon just laid off thousands of
thousands.
people.
Yeah.
Right. AI is now going crazy, and a lot of corporations are gonna start laying off even more people. So it's now more than ever that you have to get into entrepreneurship and start making money for yourself and thinking bigger. So that's why I put together something like this is so important, and really being able to impact people on a different level.
In this space we in the world we in right now, and especially the education and digital space, is so fast. You can scale so fast, and money can come in so fast. Once you crack that code, like for some people, it's like it's hard for me to sell a program, sell a course, sell a mentorship, or just sell anything online, whether it's e-commerce product or something. But when you crack that code, you can literally, like, how they say overnight success is 10 years. Well, now in this space, like, you could get the right bit of game, and you can go from $1,000 a week one month to now you're doing $100,000 a week the next week. It can happen so fast. And I think it's good to give back, because a lot of people, they hit that gear so fast that they never got a chance to feel the struggle too long. So they never even get in that get back mindset. So like, you go ahead and say, you just get into entrepreneurship. This, for some reason, the podcast is not jumping this month. You get the right guests, and next it's up ever since then. So you don't even get into that struggle mindset to even get the mode of, I need to give back because I know what it felt like. Because you started popping right out the gate. So I think it's good for, us and the people to always keep that ground level giving back, because, we don't want to get in that mindset where like we forgetting about the people because we never had a chance to struggle, which I like for us. We all, really went through the business and went through the different seasons. So we seen, like, we had great success, but it wasn't like the first day that everything worked out. So we understand what the struggle is like. But some people, like, and I'm not hating on them, but they might first day just pop off. So they never really felt the struggle too long. So people in struggle don't even relate too much. But we know what that feels like. So it's like, it's second nature to go back.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, man. So for the people that aren't familiar with y'all, they might be discovering you for the very first time. Why don't you give a couple of seconds, break down, who you are, where you're from, what your specialty is, and now I want to get into this funding.
All right, bet.
Gotcha. So I'm Smitty. I'm from Chicago, man. So just moved to
I
Texas.
feel like everybody from Chicago, bro. I done met so many people from Chicago.
Maybe
And
music, man.
everybody from the South Side. You from the South Side too?
West.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm in the credit space, business credit space, funding space. So basically built my legacy off borrowed money. So I like to be able to teach people that journey. So I started all my businesses. I built all my brand off leveraging 0% interest credit cards. So if I can get access to funding and start my businesses and investments, so can other people. So I want to teach that method. So I teach the funding aspect of this. So in our challenge, I want to teach you how to get the bag. Like let's teach you how to get access to this money that you might not have been able to save, because it's easier to get approved for some 100,000, some 200,000 instead of save it up. So if I could teach you this metric, and then we push it over to my guys and let them teach you how to invest it, this is how we can build you a whole ecosystem.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about that too. Yeah, that's crazy.
Ecosystem, I like that.
Yeah, so I'm Ramel, 30 years old, Brooklyn. Been in the real estate business for the last 9 years, but I'm in the commercial real estate side. So when we gonna talk about it, he do the residential, I do the commercial. But the reason why we wanted Smitty to break it down first is because we came together because we seen how much impact he was having, getting people access to business funding and credit and things like that. And we say, we need to show, how do we invest this money? How do we create multiple streams of income? So my specialty is to show you how to go out there and purchase self-storage facilities, right? It's not something that a lot of people know about, understand in our community, but in other communities, they crushing it, right? And we think about the recession, going into a depression. A lot of people are downsizing, they renting out their storage units. So we need to be on that side of the business. So that's what we're going to be teaching. That's pretty much what I specialize in breaking it down and showing you how to do it with no money down strategies out of your pocket, right? We show you how to creatively leverage relationships, other people's money, and resources to be able to create the multiple streams from your self-storage.
So storage space is really crazy like that.
Well, facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's insane, but it has the lowest loan default ratio, of course, any other real estate segment. So we think about foreclosures and bankruptcies, self-storage has the lowest loan default ratio. When you think about COVID and the pandemic, it was standing the strongest of any other real estate segment.
People was having to move and they needed spots.
Site But even when
Facts.
there's an economic upturn, with people buying more, when you buying more, you still need to store it. Right? So way on the up, on the down, this is the industry.
And that's interesting because I know people driving by storage facilities every day and not even looking at it like it's real estate.
Not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
So you still get the appreciation, equity, tax advantages, the cash flow,
That's crazy.
all of that.
Yeah.
And it's a business.
Yeah, it got me interested in it. That's a fact.
That's nuts. Okay, so and do you do the residential side?
Yeah, so my name Derek Boone, Philly 29. We experts in residential real estate, so pretty much 1 to 5 units, 5 units and under. And I got started in 2017 in sales. And then like 2019 going to 2020, that's when we transitioned to, okay, we getting everybody else rich, selling houses, more so like middleman in properties, wholesaling. And then also I was a real estate agent as well in the beginning. So I'm getting, you know, all these other people rich and wealthy long term. And I said, you know what? Like, let me start switching gears. And what happened was, I had like 4 or 5 deals closed terminate at the same time. So I lost like 60,
Like
70,000.
right?
Yeah. You just said, I don't want to buy it no more. This happened. So it's like 70,000, it was like $67,000 just disappear in 1 month. And it was my birthday month too. So it's just like, yeah, I don't really like that. Yeah, I don't really like that. So that's when I switched to, okay, I need to start owning this stuff where I have more control. And that's pretty much what I show people and teach people how to buy assets. But the one thing that I love about, you know, we all got different angles, but with the residential, you know, duplexes and triplexes, you really might only need like 10 grand, 15 grand. I bought properties where I needed $8,000. I bought properties where they gave me a check at closing. So, you know, showing people that light is like, oh, so I can pick up a duplex real quick. But, you know, now that might be extra $20,000, $30,000 profit if you flip it or refinance it, or an extra $2,000 a month, cash flow $1,000 a month. Like, and these things you could do like this month. Like not even 6 months down a year, like you could do this. If you take the information from today and apply it tomorrow, you could close on something before the May is over with.
So I was, I forget who was the guest, right? But I was watching the Iced Coffee Hour with Graham Stephan, who's another fire podcast out in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Vegas. But they had a guest on, I forget his name, but I think he said he does $1 million a month cash flow on, rental. Property income.
That's a lot of units.
And he was talking about how he had got started at 21. He had thinking about a property, an older lady, basically put the bug in his hair, you know what I'm saying? And he was able to get his first property, kind of like, you know, what you were saying, using low money down. I think he did like a FHA.
Yeah.
So he might put like 10, 15 grand down on it. But he said after he got the first door, the mindset shifting in him, because, you know, I think the property might have been like 100, you know what I'm saying? So he might have put down like 10. But he said it shifted in him, and he looked at real estate like, oh, I'm collecting cash flow.
Yeah.
So I might get 100 a month on this property. This property might give me 200 a month. Okay, this one's giving me 6. So now, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm bringing in like 9 off the 3 properties, and obviously that money continue to come in. So I think that's really dope. And I'm actually really curious, when you started to stack up your cash flow and rental properties and stuff like that, were you still doing real estate? Like, would you still being a residential realtor, or did you completely
No, I completely. So I got into real estate 2017 as a realtor. By 2019, I was all the way out.
Yeah.
So 2017, I was a real estate agent. 2018, I was a real estate agent. 2019, I hired 3 agents, and I gave them all my deals, and we did a 50-50 split. So you said you wanted to buy a house, or you said you want to sell a house. Ramel, here go a lead, is already vetted, is already situated, contract's already signed. You show them all the properties, or you go and take pictures and list the house. When it closes, we split the check 50-50.
So you notice it was different as someone being an investor in real estate? Because I used to be an agent too for a minute.
Oh, nice.
But I remember as I was actually doing deals, I wasn't really thinking about closing my own deals. I was just thinking about serving other people. Like, how can I help the next person?
It's funny you said that, because when I first got started, I never wanted to be an agent at all, but I didn't have any money when I first got started. So like when you look at different ways, so I don't have no college degree, I don't have no corporate background, like none of those things. So you look down the list, all right, how can I make some money without any money? Well, real estate is one of the things come up, because the license, the class only takes $300, $400.
Yeah, facts.
So then you got to take the test. I failed the test like 9 times.
Word. It don't matter. As long as
it don't
you pass.
matter. I got,
You got the one pass though.
Exactly. So when I looked at that, I'm like, well, all I gotta do is show a couple houses, and if they wanna buy it, I get a couple $1,000 commission check. So in my mind, that's like, dang, this is something I could do, and it only takes, the classes, 2 months, a month for one first class, a month second class. So it was just like, all right, this is the way, this is the angle. But my main goal, I remember this like yesterday, I said, look, I told myself in the mirror, we're gonna sell a couple houses, and we'll get the hell up out of here. We come in here like, your mom say, look, when we go in here, we're gonna get our stuff, we out. I ain't touching, you're not buying nothing. So I went in the game, I sold my first year, I sold like 18, 19 houses, and we just doubled up. And the problem was, I was too good too early. So my game was to, rack up 10, 15, 20,000 and get out. It just, the leads was coming in, it just was flowing in so much. And then it was year after year. And then by that third year, that's when I was like, all right, I need to pull the plug, or I'm never gonna pull the plug. Mm-hmm. So I pulled the plug, hired a couple agents, said, y'all can have everything. Just call me when the commission checks close, and then to wire the money over. And that's when I switched into wholesaling. Cause that's when I said, I'm doing the same work, I'm making 10,000, but you wholesale, you make 30. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I was doing the wholesaling for a little bit. Pretty much the end of 2018 and then 2019, and then, still up until today. And then, but 2020, like I said, that's when I was like, all right, I gotta put up, like, I'm making money, let me start putting it towards something. So end of 2018, 2020 for sure, that's when we start buying. And then right now, we got about 40 properties, like 38, 39, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, units, like 17, 18 properties.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Listen, if you are a business owner or entrepreneur and you juggling your email, your text messages, you don't have a CRM, you don't have any automation, you don't even have your social media posts scheduled, I have the solution for you. What you wanna do is tap into the lead attraction system. This is an all-in-one system that's gonna handle your text messaging, your email, your CRM, your invoices, get you paid, your digital products, your memberships, your courses, your funnels, and also it's an all-in-one solution. So you can get rid of all these other things. It's in one system, you pay one price every single month, and they also have a weekly office hours, so you could tap in and learn while you are breaking in the system. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Tap into the lead attraction system. The link is below. Grab this all-in-one system, grow your business. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Let's talk about the funding, man. So, it's me, like, give me the mic.
Yeah.
So the funding is super interesting because I remember even when I started my first two businesses, I didn't even know about like business credit, business funding. So I was using my own bread, like actual cash, you know what I'm saying? And didn't have access to that game. Didn't even know about mentorship back then. It was really like, you find someone that's doing like super successful, and you just ask them to go to lunch. Like that was it.
Yeah.
Like that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays it's a little
That don't
different.
work like that,
It
man.
don't work like that no more. So let's talk about how you started to, just open up how this could really be an angle. And then obviously it's the foundation. It's really the foundation. And then you building off of borrowing money and then using debt smart. So let's talk about the funding.
Yep. So I came in the business world learning credit out the gate. I didn't know nothing about credit before I started 2-3 years ago. I knew nothing about it. Credit was bad, 400s. Had to get myself to 800s.
Wait, hold up. I know somebody watched. You said the credit was 400s.
Yeah, my credit was
So if you watching right now, your credit's 400 or 500. You saying there's a way for them to get out of that?
100%.
They hope.
100%.
Hope.
So I was in that room, had bad credit, not worried about it. Always had a bad notation on it, man. I only use those credit cards and all that stuff. First mentorship, man, that's the first thing I learned about. RPX, Empire credit, learned everything about it. I was intrigued about it too. So I think what happened for me was I got intrigued about it because it's equivalent to money. So
no, it's bread for sure.
I mean? So I like money. So it's like, 20,000, 40,000, 100,000. Oh, this is my lane. So let me just learn everything that I can about this thing, master inside out. So the first angle was I needed to learn the credit repair part because credit is bad.
Yeah.
So I just dug deep into that
And you repaired
first.
your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I dug deep into that first. I'm like, if I can figure out this, then I know that if I'm learning it and right, the next part could be I can get access to the money. So I was learning everything about the credit repair in the world. What could I do to get this stuff cleaned up? Student loans, had some bad credit cards, little Best Buy something. I had to get all this stuff off.
How long did it take you to turn that Ford to something respectable, like a 650, 680?
Everybody's situation don't work like this. literally got my stuff done in like 60, 90 days.
So you trying to afford is something respectable 60, 90 days? So it's like 2-3 months.
Yes. Yeah.
And I put you in position.
Yes.
But one thing, add in though, he got a mentor before he started the credit process.
There you go. Yeah.
To teach me the blueprint. They gave me the layout.
So you made that
That's the key that people miss.
Yeah, but it was like, I think I paid $4,000.
I mean, bro, that's $4,000 to get access to. How much you got access to right now?
I think I'm over like $750,000.
So $4,000 investment that opened up the opportunity for you to get access to $700,000. And people still think mentorship ain't it.
Yeah, it's tripping.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
tripping.
I think now that I see both sides that I'm coaching and mentoring, it's also we hear stuff about coaching and mentoring and stuff like that, but it's also on that student.
Yeah,
the students
facts.
are not getting held accountable as much as the coaches and mentors. This I paid this mentor, that I paid. Bro, did you put in the work? Because I can hear a person take the same mentorship program as me and say, man, I ain't getting no value out of that. Man, I spent $5,000. Then I come on the back end and say, well, I made 7 figures off that same program, bro. Then now what is it? Is the coach or the mentorship now? It's not. It may have been you. You didn't put no work in. You wasn't consistent. You didn't put that dog in you for you to execute on everything I told you to execute on.
And I like what you said, because you was like, you wanted to find out everything on the credit, which is a foundation.
Yeah. So the beginning part was fixing it up. Then I learned the aspect of building it. And then I had to learn the aspects of, okay, now the fun part come in. Now I'm trying to get access to the bad. So I started learning that realm of things too. So now I'm intrigued. I want to know what about these credit unions? What about these banks? At first I was getting low approvals. It's like, well, how do I keep seeing these other people get big approvals? Let me learn deeper. So I just got intrigued. I delved deeper, man. I started learning all the tricks and the trades of, how to get the higher limits, how to build relationships with people inside the banks, how to go about it the right way, to build out your report the right way, because it's not about your score, it's about the report. So I learned that in a quick fashion too. So then when I learned that aspect, learned about how to get high living approvals, it was off to the races. So then I was able to go get almost anything that I want. I'm getting up 20,000 approvals from here, 20,000 approvals from here, 30,000 approvals from here now. And now it's lit. I can be able to accumulate a large amount of money, being able to go get stacking credit cards, 0% interest in my business name, leveraging my personal credit and my LLC to be able to get the money. So I can teach you that layout. I can teach you that blueprint to be able to do that exact same strategy. So that was the route of what I took to be able to get access to the money. Then I used that money to invest.
Did you know what you was going to use the money for in the beginning, or were you just getting that knowledge?
Nah, I didn't know in the beginning. I just knew that I had to get the money. So I like teaching like this too. I teach my students that it's okay to learn the aspect of getting access to the money that you can show. Like, that's what I like about credit cards and not like loans and stuff. So we can use loans too, but I love credit cards. One of the cases we can show. So if I get access to $100,000 this week, right, and then I don't want to use it, I don't have to use it.
It's there.
It's there.
You got the access.
What I do is I take the second step with this, that I educate myself on where I'm going to put the money. Now I understand probably real estate or commercial real estate. Now we get into my lanes. Or my guys gonna teach y'all about, like, now we get into those type of lanes and I get the learning aspect of that before I put my money in it. So I'm strategically invested with money and not just throwing it out. No, we're not doing it. We're doing it the right way. We're gonna get this money from banks. We're gonna invest it the right way so we can double and triple up on it, pay the money back, create the cash flow, and we can go from there. That's how you build your wealth.
And I like that. I mean, you're basically saying you getting ready so you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? You're getting ready so you can stay ready for an opportunity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds like Ramel and Boone got the opportunities now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So once you show fit, you're in position. If you don't do it and you're scared to get access to it, you don't have the opportunity. Ramel might come at you with I got a deal, man. It's 60,000.
And you ain't got
you can get half of it. You don't got it.
Can't even make moves.
You can't make no move. You don't got no opportunity. Can't save it. It's too hard. It's too hard.
It is. It'll take you a minute to save.
It's impossible.
Yep.
Years. Matter of fact, it's some people that won't even be able to do it.
That's impossible.
Be able to say 50,000, 100,000. It's 80%, 70% people won't even be able to get access to be able to save that amount at one time. Maybe you make it over time, but you got to spend it. So this is your route. This is your outlet out, man. So take advantage of it and use the resources they here.
So you said everyone's situation is different, obviously, but depending on that person's status, you know what I'm saying, where they're starting from, they can get going in 60 to 90 days on the short end, maybe even 6 months. But that's still a short amount of time to really change your situation, even if it's a year.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? And you've been working and fixing, and I mean, you learning something too. it's kind of like you getting two things. It's like you're fixing your situation, but then you're learning something that you can monetize as well and help other people.
Fact.
So that investment that you're doing is really, I mean, you're really turning up, right? Because you're making an impact, you change your situation, and now you're in ready mode. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now Ramel gonna be like, okay, cool. What's the opportunities? So what are some of these opportunities? I mean, Smitty just gave us the bread. So what we gonna do with the bread?
So let's just say, how much you get them, bread? How much you got?
I don't tell them.
Because we
I'll tell them how we can get them. What you want me to get them? What you want me? 50,000? Is that
Give him 100.
So we can go to a bank like FNBO. They'll give you 10 to 20,000. Chase Business
You about to start.
That pulls Experian. They actually are now allowing people to get up to 150,000 per card if you got the right card. But I'll just say, let's just say they give you 25,000. We like banks like Truist. They're up in Philly. They like to give you like 20 to 30,000. We like Key Bank. They like to give us 20.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about Key.
So a cool trick. Some people like, I don't live in a state that these banks are in. I'll give you a trick that be able how to do it. You have to file a foreign entity. What a foreign entity is this will allow you to get funded in different states. So if you can file a foreign entity in a different state like Philadelphia, I know they got these banks, right? We also can get a virtual business address in that state as well. We combine our LLC with the foreign entity, with the virtual business address in that state. This will allow you to start getting funding in different states.
That's crazy, bro.
So now you can maximize.
That's crazy.
Now you can maximize how much money you get from even off 50 states if you wanted to.
That's a chess move right there. That's a serious chess move.
This in the big dog program. I let them rock out, right? So then we go to different banks and we accumulate like that. So then these banks also keep banking, Truist Bank out business lines of credit as well. So they don't just got business credit cards, but we also can double back and get business lines of credit as well. So now we accumulating more money, but that should be able to put you in
So you're going deeper into that relationship and getting more access. It's kind of like if you're building on a friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like I might meet Derek today, I might not give him the key to the whip, but we might rock out for, a month or two. You know what I'm saying? He got the key to the car, he's staying at the crib or whatever. Like, so you building deeper with these banks.
Yeah, so now instead of me getting 25K, I'm gonna get a 25K credit card and a $50,000 line of credit. Now I'm getting 75K one bank. But I just wanted to get him 100. It might be a little over.
Yeah, I know you about to go crazy.
Yeah. So I got to lean in on this one, right? Because this information is so powerful that it changed our lives, right? But look, Smitty just broke down just a few strategies. That's just a few on how to get $100,000, right?
He just gave us like 7,500 real quick.
Real quick.
Talking about remote addresses and foreign entities. And really quick, like how long does it take for you to get a foreign entity?
1 or 2 days.
That's crazy. And how much is that?
Some states different. So it's $200 to $400.
So $200 to $400, foreign entity.
Yeah.
And then I might spend a couple dollars for the remote, address, the virtual address with
bucks, LLC, maybe $150, $200.
So anywhere from $300 to $500, that's putting me in a position to grab another 25, 50K.
Yeah.
No brainer.
That's crazy, bro.
It's a no brainer.
And you can do that in multiple states too.
Yeah. So I can go get funded in all 50 states if I wanted to.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
What we doing with that, though?
Yeah, I'm about to break it down, right? So look, Smitty just showed you how to get $100,000, right? Well, what you want to do now is liquidate that money. You could just probably pull $20,000, $30,000 off of $50,000, whatever you want.
So when you say liquidate that,
I mean, we'll pull the money off the card or pull the money off the line of credit.
So you could pull the money off of the credit card.
That's a fact.
So he just gave us a bag, right?
Yeah.
I got the Chase cards.
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me I could take the cash, the value off the card, and have that liquid asset. And then what am I doing with that?
So you want to do multiple things, right? You could probably get with Boone, which he gonna break down his strategy in a minute, right? But what I would do, take the $50,000 and I could put it in my bank account and I could go to the SBA and get pre-approved to go and buy a self-storage facility, right? A lot of us, we heard about the SBA because of the pandemic, right? PPP, EIDL loans, but it's been out since 1953. It's called the SBA 7A loan, which is specifically designed for anybody that's looking to buy self-storage facilities.
Wait, hold up. Yeah. How long does the money need to be in your bank account?
30 days.
Okay, so
you gotta generate a bank statement.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
So we got the bread from Smitty.
Yeah.
We're liquidating it.
Yeah.
Open a new account or it can be the current account?
Same account.
Okay, same bank account. Yeah. The money's gonna be in account for 30. So it's basically gonna season for like 30 days.
Right.
Now to put him in position to grab an SBA loan designed specifically for self-storage facilities.
Correct. So it's SBA 7A loan. That's the type of loan. Right. So you're gonna get pre-approved and they'll tell you how much you qualify for. So they'll tell you $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. They go up to $5 million.
And they're basing that on the revenue that you have in your account right now?
Part of it is your revenue. If you have a job,
Okay.
your W-2s, tax returns, it's a combination.
So that bank account need to be remotely like it needs to be active.
Exactly.
And plus you're gonna put in that lump sum.
Exactly.
That's gonna be there
that's
for a little
just adding
bit.
some chunks
Okay,
to the
got
pot.
you.
Now you don't need it, but throwing that in there just makes you more attractive to the lender because they actually looking at the asset that you're gonna buy. So the money that you put in the account just makes you look even better so that you get approved for higher amounts.
So real quick, why is that important for me to like look attractive to these banks?
It's all about character, right?
Okay.
So the banks they gonna lend you money if they think or feel that you're gonna pay them back.
Okay.
I'm saying like if you somebody that will run off with the money, you got collections, you got no money in your account, something happened to the facility, do you have some reserves to be able to float if something happens, right? This is real estate. So you might have a tenant that don't pay you. It might be some type of flood, right? Roof, anything can happen. So the banks want to see that you have some type of reserves, worst case scenario as the CEO of that business, right? So now we're going to go to SBA 7A route. The beautiful thing about the 7A is that they finance you up to 90%. So all you got to do is come to the table with 10% down.
Well, okay, hold up. So I'm finding a storage facility with the 7A SBA loan.
You're able to finance it, get the
I
money
can
to-
finance it up to 90%.
Yes.
So I'm not really even touching the money. I'm just leveraging that money.
Here we go.
I'm not even using that money. So I'm fixed. Okay, I just want to make sure people understand it. So Smitty got me right.
Yep.
It took, 3 months, 4 months. I'm in position, right? You're telling me I can liquidate it, but I'm not even really using the money.
Yep.
I'm just stashing the money in the account for 30 days so I look attractive, right? Then I'm gonna grab the 7A SBA loan.
Yeah.
I'm using I'm using basically 10% of that to get a storage facility.
Correct.
That's crazy,
So
bro.
look, I'm gonna go a little deeper, right?
2-year millionaire play.
We call this a 2-year millionaire play, right? So look, if Smitty got you $100,000, you could go buy $1 million self-storage facility.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Now his websites, one of the websites that I like to give is called bizbuysell.com.
I heard of that one.
This is a business brokerage website. So they sell different businesses on that website, but self-storage is not only commercial real estate, it's a small business. So if you go on Biz Buy Sell and you start to work with different business brokers, they will be able to help you find distressed, motivated self-storage owners that's looking to sell. So now you got a broker that found a deal on bizbuysell.com. You go to the SBA lender, put it together, $100,000 that I got from Smitty, that's my down payment on my facility now. So now I acquired $1 million asset, but it don't even stop there. The reason why I love self-storage is because we create multiple streams of income off one acquisition. Like I'm about, listen, we said,
Got him started.
in 2 years, I need to get out of here. I'm not trying to work 30, 40 years and retire. I want to do vast and spend time with my family. So when we buy the self-storage facility, not only do we rent out the units and make money, but we also partner with U-Haul. So now U-Haul, we have a partnership. They run the trucking and transportation part of the business. They just give me 30% commission. So now I'm not managing trucks. I'm not dealing with drivers. I'm not dealing with any of that, but I'm still getting paid off the transportation business. And then I'll take it a step further. We actually call the local moving company in the area. All of the tenants that rent out units, you need moving services, because 9 times out of 10, anybody that rent out a unit and they get in a truck, they're probably gonna need a mover, right?
They definitely gonna need a move.
So now
100%.
I'm just gonna direct you over here to our movers, and now I get paid another 30%. And then we take it a step further. I'm gonna call up the local vending machine company and say, hey, I need you to put 2 vending machines on my facility as these tenants are moving in and out. They want to drink, they tired, they want a little snack. That's another stream of income. So what we do is break down, okay, when you buy this facility, how could you create multiple moves where you're not necessarily creating additional businesses?
Yeah, you're just talking about lateral moves. But then you're really paying attention to like customer service wise, like what's the experience gonna be like and what do people actually need? You moving, that ain't 10 minutes. The truck pull up or whatever the case may be, you're gonna be there for like an hour. You might have the kids, they running up and down. You might be with your homeboy or your lady. It's not quick. So y'all gonna be there. So you definitely drinking, definitely gonna grab some food. I can see that.
On need-based stuff.
And like it's a recession-proof business model, right? But I want to give one little quick story real quick, and I'm gonna pass the ball, but I want to break it down very, very simple on how this actually works. So Boone does residential real estate. And I started in residential real estate as well. And I think there's a great way for the average person to start because there's a lower cost to enter, right? Self-storage, put a little bit more money down because it's a bigger play. But I have what we call, it's called a family legacy meeting. So every single year I get my brothers, my sister, my cousin.
Family legacy meeting.
Family legacy meeting.
Yeah.
So it's me just bringing my entire family together.
So you got
One
family
room.
mastermind.
Yeah.
Ah,
There you go.
I like that. I like that.
Family mastermind joint.
Family mastermind, right? So we talk about what Smitty talking about. When everybody want to look at your credit report. We want to make sure everybody got an LLC. And now we see who can we strategically go and get funding. All right, on to you over here. Your credit is not good right now. It's going to take you a couple months to repair it. All right, it's okay. You get in the process. But while you are in your process, we see Cuzzo over here. His credit is good. Let's put him on the LLC. Let's go get some money so we can all start investing. And now we create our own small group of private investors to go buy these facilities. I did this exact same play. I do it every year. My cousin, and we brought him to the meeting. He had 800 credit score, didn't even know. He just a responsible person. He works, he pays bills, but I put him on my LLC, got him $45,000 in business funding in 24 hours.
Sheesh.
When the car came, so this stuff had like,
Sheesh.
when we get approved, right? We call up the banks right away and say, hey, I need the car expedited. So now the car comes in 48 hours. We get it. We not wait 7 to 10 business days, right? Car comes in. All right, we got a deal over here. It was a 2-family property that we purchased. And all we had to do was come to the table with $8,000 because we leverage hard money, which Boone's going to break down. But with that $8,000, I went to my cousin. I said, yo, you just got $45,000 on this credit card. Can you be an investor in this deal with me? I said, no problem. So we pulled $8,000 off the credit card. And then we pulled another $30,000 because we had to float the construction. So when you do renovations on these properties, you got to put the construction money up first, then the lender reimbursed, right? So we did the construction. When we pulled the money off the credit card, they give you $750 cash back because you spend more than $15,000.
Crazy.
So the $750, we use that to cover the minimum payment on the car for 3 months.
Yo,
There's no money there.
Isn't money so crazy?
No money there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Crazy, bro.
But look, this is the last piece. That same property, we sold it and made $120,000 profit. So I'm breaking that down because we literally started it with nothing. We leveraged credit. But if you don't understand this, then you're missing out on so much. So it should be more important that you understand the credit, business, and then breaking down your strategies.
What's up, y'all? It's Brennan Boyd, speaker, productivity coach, and host of the On the Pursuit podcast. And I want to talk to you all about my brand new book, The 8 Secrets to Success Playbook. Now, this playbook is jam-packed with all sorts of value. So if you're a coach or a consultant or an expert and you're looking to 5X or even 10X your business, you definitely want to grab a copy of this playbook. I'm talking about conversions, lead generation, high ticket offer, continuity offer, the power of speaking, the power of making a book for yourself, promoting, advertising is all in this playbook. So you definitely want to make sure that you grab a copy. Click the link below, get a copy of your playbook, and I'll see you on the other side. Yo, so couple things in there, bro. So number one, the family mastermind is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I use that.
It made me think about, obviously, you go to these family reunions and it's just you know, ain't nothing going on over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You pictures, videos, TikToks, you know what I'm saying? Some stories,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Macaroni and cheese, probably some chicken, barbecue, whatever. But that's about it, right? You're talking about strategically bringing the family together and like, yo, listen, there's a lot of things that we can do. We all got to look right. We all got to get right. And then there's like a lot of different leverage plays that we can put together. So even if Cuzzo might have, a bad credit situation, but Aunt got a good credit situation and she got, revenue, kind of like you were saying, the LLC, you add them to the LLC and now it opens up another possibility. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can have, bad credit, let's just say, but building up their business, but you can have a family member with really good credit and bring them onto that business. And then you can leverage that person's, you know what I'm saying? But y'all still owners, but maybe that person just has a higher percentage of ownership so you can get access to the capital and then you're still able to do it. So even though cousin's credit ain't really popping out at the moment, fixing it and cleaning it, you could still make a forward progress. You could still make some moves. Yeah. And then when his credit gets better, now strong, but you haven't stopped. You're still able to make a move. That's crazy. And being able to do that every single year or how often you do it, you're able to kind of check in and see where everyone's at. And then when new opportunities come, you can present people with new opportunities.
Right on it.
That's wild right there. That in itself is a generational play. If you ain't getting nothing from it but just that, you know, like just that mental shift right there is enough to change a lot of people's situations. You know? That's wild, bro.
Right.
That's crazy.
Gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. That's the great part. That's like 10%.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, 10% of what? What, paying attention?
Yeah, of the game.
Oh, that's
that
crazy.
get deeper. That get way deeper.
We came together and we put together this 5-day class. And he said 10% because we got a 90% that we cover in 5 days of straight, just breaking this down.
So you give them, it's more than what we just went through?
Yeah, that's like 10%. That's like, it's like throwaway. Like,
that's crazy,
got
bro.
50 banks. He missed it. We didn't get to all the banks.
Yeah.
And I didn't even talk. I just gave you 3 different streams. We got 10 different streams of income. Let me go.
So let me ask you a question. Is it too much information?
That's not really possible.
You know what I mean?
Really too much information.
Blueprint, because it's a direct.
Okay, so you're really so you're giving like a flow.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
More.
Yeah.
Here's step 2. Let's do this. Here's how you do that.
Got you.
3.
You get walked down.
Let's walk you through this process. Let's walk you through this process so that it can make sense for you, so it won't be so overwhelming. But that's why we strategically break it down. How we breaking it down? We understand you got to get the money first. We understand you got to invest it, but you got to understand how to get the money first. So let's go over that segment first. So we in a challenge. I'm on there first. All right, come on. Let me break this stuff down. Give y'all the exact blueprint, the exact layout, the exact steps 1 through 10. Complete this, and use it as like homework. You know what I mean? Use it as homework. Go complete those steps. All right, Smitty, I'm ready. I got it down packed. I completed that. Next step. Now this makes it easier. You completing thing, you're getting the direct blueprint, direct access to the information you need. Then we move forward.
Yeah. And the thing about it that's dope is like once you learn something and you got it, that's like the new standard. That's like your new floor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like once I get that financial literacy from Smitty, I can't go back to not having a financial literacy. Exactly. Like that's my, you know what I'm saying? Like my credit's good. I got access to capital. Like that's my new normal. That's my new floor.
Mm-hmm. You're uncomfortable if you go against that. You don't want to do that all over again.
I want you to break down you got to get in the game now.
So
crazy.
So
light it up.
Bro, one thing I want to say, I like what we do because like he said, it's a flow. And honestly, I don't think there's not another person out there online or just offline giving out education in this type of sequence from, you know, showing you how to get upwards to $100,000 or more, then showing you how to get into real estate, then showing you how to take that real estate and flip it into bigger real estate, then showing you how to go ahead and set up different streams of income within that same real estate. It's like you think about it, you just follow the breadcrumbs. It's like leading you to like, just follow the breadcrumbs. Don't try to go off. Don't try to bake your own bread. Just follow the breadcrumbs. It's gonna take you straight to the bag. So that's what I love about what we do. But a reference to what I show people is pretty much how to get into smaller investments. That's relative, but more so duplexes, triplexes, 4-family, single-family houses.
So multiple doors.
Yep. But now on these type of properties, you only need sometimes some loans you can only need 3.5% down, and some are as high as 20% down. But the type of properties we're going over after maybe $100,000, $200,000. So therefore, worst case scenario, you might need 40 grand tops. It's not like you're needing hundreds of thousands of dollars, because what we're doing is we're leveraging private money with banks' money, with lenders' money. So what we'll do is we'll go to a traditional bank, and then they'll go ahead and cover 80%. And then we use a lot of 20% down payment, which comes from a credit card. Now where we really get, it gets interesting at is we'll go ahead and leverage something what I like to call hard money. So you got traditional funding, you got hard money funding, you got private funding. What we do is we combine the hard money funding with the private funding. So, you know, traditional FHA, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, credit unions, things like that, where they want your arm and your leg, your blood type, everything to go get approved.
Just to look right.
Yeah.
So they could be like, nah.
Yeah.
Or maybe.
Exactly. But the problem with that is you still had to buy something that's pretty much moving already. So when you go more so in the hard money aspect, that's called asset-based lenders. So now they're lending strictly based off of the asset. okay, does it make money? What's the rents? What's your mortgage going to be like? You know, what is the ARV? What is this? What is the construction budget? They're looking at that. Everything around the deal is so crazy, where some hard money lenders, they may just ask you for a bank statement, if that. I've done deals with lenders, and when I'm telling you, I've never even given my social security number. It's because the asset makes so much sense. And when you get into the mindset, not even a mindset, the mindset is key, but just strictly get into the realm of finding good deals and getting cheap properties, everything else is fair game, because you gotta understand, it's more people with money than it is properties. Believe it or not.
Yeah. No,
because, well, good properties.
Yeah.
So for example, if I say, yo, look, listen, I got $10 million I'm ready to buy, like, who got a deal? It's crickets. Yo, I got this property for $50,000, but it's really worth $150 as is. How many people want to buy? Hands just start going up. So with that being said, when you get in the idea of, and then the process of finding good, cheap deals, the money just want to come. And that's where the lenders are coming in. Like, I don't really care about you. Yeah, I'm gonna peek at you because I am gonna lend you some money, but more so, this is really where the weight comes in at. But versus you go traditional, it's the opposite. Yeah, the deal makes sense, but what do you look like? Who's your mom? Who's your dad? Who's this? Pull down a list. So when you go get into that aspect, and this is why I love it, because it doesn't matter about the individual. Now all they have to do is put down 20% down. So let's say you buy a house for $100,000, you put down 20%. But now they're gonna give you the $100,000 to buy, and they'll give you, let's say, $50,000 you need to fix it up, or $100,000, whatever you need to go ahead and fix up the property. That's where it really gets good. Let's say you only
how are you finding the privates and hard money lenders? Because I know people that are probably watching, like, yo, I understand that, but how am I finding these people with money?
So
I gotta find a deal, and then I gotta find a person that has access to money.
So it's a multiple different ways, but the 3 ways that I always tell people is, 1, references. Yo, you're in real estate, Yo, who you using? Simple. Referrals. So, okay, I'm using this person. How did that deal go? Oh, when good, they refer them to me. The second way is pretty much referrals, but more so not your direct friends, but more like a community, a Facebook group. So like, I always tell people to join in Facebook groups, or like our Facebook groups, where like, yo, listen, what lender you guys using? And then now they're literally just sharing, oh, this is somebody I want to use. Or you might get in a Facebook group that you don't even know at all. You just search real estate Facebook groups on Google or Facebook, and then you got a list of them, and you just type in the group, hey, because the thing about when you join in the communities and Facebook group, everybody's like-minded, so they all sharing game. Yeah. And then the last thing is just strictly just going on Instagram or Google. The only catches with that, I want everybody to understand, is you don't have nothing to really reference with that. So you gotta ask them serious questions. You gotta vet them. You gotta ask them like, yo, who else has you funded? Can I see something? Because I personally been there. My first deal I ever tried to do, this guy said he was a lender. Me and my partner went to him, and the dumbest thing I ever did, he said, yo, we charge an upfront paperwork fee of $200 to get the deal started. This is our first one. I don't think this is the first I ever told anybody this story. It was a $200. I didn't lose any money because it was my friend's thing. I said, bro, you trust this guy so much, you put up $200. So he put it up. What happened? God never was really legit.
He took the two.
He took the $200. Yeah. So
I mean, but to be realistic though, that don't really sound like it bad. If somebody was like, yeah, we 200 get you started.
It didn't sound.
It don't sound terrible.
He said, look, we don't know if you want to really, give us. We didn't check the deal out yet.
Yeah.
So look, give us $200, and that $200 is applied to the closing costs, so we can make sure everything makes sense. But it's $200 to get the paperwork started, like a little upfront fee. So we paid that, but he never was legit to begin with. Mm-hmm. But it sounded good.
Yeah.
So the point, to bring it back full circle, like when you guys are just Googling people, you gotta really vet them, ask them questions. Yo, who else did you fund? What other businesses did you fund? Can I see some HUDs from when you funded them? Like, can I see something? Because you might be in a jam where, like for us, it was just $200, but you might be in a situation, it might be $1,000 or thousands.
Yeah, thousands.
Or you put up, the biggest thing, you put up a deposit on a property, and then the day of closing, they say, oh, we can't fund it no more. You don't get your deposit back anymore. Yeah. That's where it really gets real bad at.
Bro, y'all just went kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I mean, that felt like a challenge to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
like
I felt
10%.
like I got a bag from Smitty. Ramel showed me how I can not only leverage that money first of all, it's not even my money, right? It's other people's bread. I'm not even using it. I'm leveraging it, right? I got the asset. You show me how to make, lateral moves with the asset, right? So I'm getting like 3 to 5 streams just at that one location. And you talk about getting other locations.
Get there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Smitty done talked about I can have get a whole other bags in other places without even being in there. You know what I'm saying? And then you going crazy, right? Talking about how we can now take that, right? Get some additional money from hard and private money lenders, right? And then run up another bag and create other cash flowing assets by investing into real estate.
Bag that he gave you.
Right? Multiple doors and stuff like that. That's that. And this what play did y'all say this was? It's a
2-year millionaire play.
2-year millionaire play. So 24 months.
Yeah, 2 years. Because you think about it, if let's say your credit is shot, he come and help you, well, not him directly, but give you the plays that can help you get your credit from, X where it's at right now, maybe in 90 days, maybe 6 months max to go ahead and get your credit situated. Then you go through another 30-day round of funding.
All right, hold on real quick. So what's it, May, right?
Yeah.
So June, July, August, September, October. So October, November.
Yeah.
Right. Then you said another month. So now we in
funding.
Right.
So January 1st, you ready to roll.
December, January 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, boom.
So now
2024.
Now it's January 2024. Now we're going ahead and shooting our shot, putting the offers on properties, right? But now you can actively, comfortably shoot your shot because now you have the funding. A lot of people hesitant about shooting offers because like, I don't really got the bag. But when you got the bag, you like, I'm shooting. Like sight unseen, I want to buy it because now you already ready. So now it takes about 30 days for you to close in a house.
So boom, we're in February.
In February. What I always challenge people to do right now, especially you just getting started, don't buy something that's like a full teardown. Buy something, maybe you need a kitchen. Maybe you just need a bathroom.
A light reno.
Maybe, it's light
Especially if you're brand new.
You're brand new, yeah. So, but that's something you can get in and out in the same month.
Yeah.
So let's say a month working on that. So now we're into the next month. And now you can go ahead and sell that property or refinance the property and you keep it as rent cash flow, or you're going to sell it and flip it and make that lump sum. Either or, it's 30 days right there. So now you could take that lump sum and the money back you got from your initial investment, that credit card. You could take both of them. And let's say, for example, you made 30 grand off that deal. And let's say you put up $20 on the credit card. Now you got your 20 back plus the 30, that's 50. Now you might be able to either run the same play back again and double that back again, or just take that and go into commercials, storage facilities and things like that.
Damn, and just imagine
It's
just imagine if you in a relationship, both the mindsets is right. You know what I mean? You got a brother.
That's clear, that's clear.
Both the mindsets right. Maybe it's you and your brother, maybe you got a best friend, business partner, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like you and your coworker, y'all kind of tired of the job.
Yeah.
Maybe you running that family play, right? But what y'all are talking about is really changing the situation. And like somebody can be in a really good position and the next person not, but y'all can really still work together and make it happen.
Yeah.
And you're talking about like, we can get right from today is May. We can get right by January, February and really be, like you said, shooting the shots.
Yeah, and that's really like, so some people may think a year and a half is long. Like that's fast.
No, that's fast.
And you gotta think about if someone credit is already right, you just shave 6 months off. I'm saying worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Like your credit is already, like you already got over 680, like you just shave 6 months off. You start right now.
So y'all run it, so I can come to the challenge.
Yeah.
When's the dates?
May 29th, the last week of May.
All right, so May 29th to the when?
June 2nd.
So May 29th to June 2nd, I can come to the challenge. I can get walked through this whole process?
Monday. No, we got something Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday. We got special guests on Friday.
So 5 days.
Imagine that little bit of game he gave, 10 minutes? Imagine an hour and a half of that, and you can go and ask questions.
Crazy.
Then an hour and a half, and you can ask questions. Then an hour and a half, and you can ask questions. Then an hour and a half, you can ask questions. And then in the morning, we do accountability calls in the morning. Just make sure you're staying on track of what the homework was from last night every single morning. It's like, it's college accelerated.
It's a fast track.
Yeah, it's like, you ain't getting that much game in your life. I promise you that. Yo, so this episode is going insane, but what I want you to do is pause this episode right now, and I want you to go get your card and go to letsfundyourfreedom.com so you can join our 5-day, well actually 6-day challenge where we're gonna show you how to get funded. We're gonna show you how to buy real estate, show you how to start different businesses, all off of other people's money. So pause this episode, get your card, get your ticket at letsfundyourfreedom.com, and then let's go get back to the episode.
So what's the name of the challenge?
Called Let's Fund Your, the Fund Your Freedom Challenge.
So Fund Your Freedom Challenge, May 29th to June 2nd.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can wait that long, bro. Like how do they get access to the information early?
So the best part about it is if you guys go to letsfundyourfreedom.com, you can go in and get access to get your ticket to the challenge. But the thing about it is, let's say somebody watched this podcast now and they got 2 weeks away from the challenge. You get access to the Facebook group now where we're giving homework, we're giving assignments, we're going live, we're doing different things inside of the Facebook group right now. So they're getting game. We're giving them credit card plays. So now you're starting the challenge with $20,000 in funding. So you don't have to wait.
So how much are you taking?
Hold up, let's take it a step further, right? Because we do these free classes 2 weekly, right? Just like to be able to showcase, listen, you step in here, you don't even pay a penny, we're gonna show you our work. Smitty got what, over $200,000 funded
on the call. Oh my gosh.
We got approved. We got people approved for like a little bit over 200,000 in 7 minutes. When I gave my one play and everybody ran and they dropped their proofs. 30,000, 20,000. And now in the Facebook group, we all, like-minded people. We all showing what's going on. Now they dropping in the group. Hey man, I got my 20,000, Smitty, I'm ready. I got my 15,000. So you a part of that community, that hype, that motivation, and everybody else on the ramp. So now you gonna get in there. You gonna be like, hey man, I gotta get on my stuff. I wanna be a part of this.
And that's
so
before the joint even start.
And it start. So they tapping in. Yeah.
All right, so Let's Fund Your Freedom.
Yep.
That's the challenge.
Yep.
May 29th.
Letsfundyourfreedom.com.
Letsfundyourfreedom.com.
Yeah.
They can go there. They can grab the tickets.
Right now.
If it's before the 29th, they can get in there.
Yeah.
They can get access to free classes. They can get access to the Facebook group. In that group, people are motivating them. So if I'm in a position and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, there's people that's already getting access to capital, getting ready for the 5 days. And then when they get access to the 5 days, you're laying out a whole blueprint that's gonna take somebody from, maybe the credit's not in the best position, but they're gonna be in a position to be investable. Like they're gonna now be able to run some plays, have that information, and then like you said, like put them on a fast track to be that 2-year millionaire, right?
Yeah.
I just want to just reinforce this, right? When we talk about the 2-year millionaire play, we came up with that because we had a conversation. It was like, yo, we living proof.
Yeah.
Like when you think about this, we've been in the business for a long time, but it really took 2 years when a light bulb hit. So now we're able to take all of our experiences and give it a full blueprint. So you don't got to go to the learning curve, right? Your light bulb is going to hit right away during those 5 days. And if you run it, 2 years, literally 2 years. So we're living proof of that.
Yeah.
My journey to my 7 figures happened in 2 years. That's what I'm saying. And mine was 2 years.
So really quick, right? What's that mindset shift though? So if I'm in it right now, I'm like, yo, this sounds good, but like Bob Proctor, he talked about the paradigm a lot, right? So that's like, your subconscious. What will it take, you feel like, energy-wise and effort-wise, for someone to change that mindset? Like, because I like what Smitty was saying earlier, like, he got really into the credit. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to learn this information. So somebody has some habits, right? How do you get motivated to learn something that could really change the situation when you've spent hella years doing the same thing? You know what I mean? So what do you have to do to make that switch?
I think it's just environment and just the word knowing. So I heard somebody, I was on a plane and this guy said, stop using the word belief. Use the word, because belief is kind of like, it turns into a depressive word because if they failed it, I don't believe in myself, now automatically it's like a negative. But you say knowing is like, yo, I know I can do this. I know this is gonna happen. I don't have any other options. It has to work. I know
time.
Exactly. And then the second thing is environment. So you combine them two, it's damn near foolproof. Because if I'm around, 3 other high-level entrepreneurs and I know this has to work, it's like, it's like I'm between a rock and a hard place, but in a good way.
Yeah, the good way, yeah.
You know, if you think
Especially
about it.
if the people you're around are already,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like if you hitting numbers, you hit numbers. And then in my mind, I'm like, I know this has to work because I can't come back around if this not right. I know this has to work because I can't go back to this. It's like you put so much positive pressure on yourself, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So
I feel like people got to think like this too. You can't do what you don't know, right? It's impossible for you to do what you don't know. So if you are a person who don't know and don't know how, what are you going to do if you don't do it? If you don't start reaching out to the information, or getting around the like-minded people, what are you going to do then? You're going to stay in the same position. You're going to start keep jogging in place.
Yeah, you're never really going to experience the life that you want to experience.
Not at all.
And there's so much out here.
You can't. Yeah. And another thing, another high-level person told me, he said when you start getting around the right people, right? He said, think about this. We go in a room, right? And it's we bring a baby in there, right? And it's 100 people in the room. And we all start clapping. What would the baby do?
Baby's going to clap.
The baby just, it like just automatically affects. It's like environmental.
Just like when you yawn, bro.
Yeah.
You know when you yawn?
Everybody
else start yawning?
Yeah, it's contagious.
Like, everybody else clapping. It's like, I'm looking around, like, it just naturally happens. Just like when you're in a bad environment too.
Yeah.
As people can't see it, but when you so in depth and you're in that bubble of bad stuff can start intertwining with you, not even trying, because you just consuming too much. So when you start coming into these type of rooms, these type of environment, and in classes and groups, that stuff feeds off, and it could be helpful to you, and it should start shifting your mind. You should start being exposed to a different type of mind thinking, you know, and then it's helpful when you got people that's helping you with it, being a part of a group setting with it. It makes it easier, you know what I mean? And then when you get just a free layout, you get the layout now, it makes it easier now, because now you know what to do, how to do. Now it's only thing is on is you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I like that. That's kind of like why I wanted to touch on that, because, you know, you got the credit aspect, you know what I'm saying? Now we got the investment on both the commercial side, the residential side. Gave us access to money, obviously, and how we can use other people's money to get going. But I think that adding in that mindset piece, now it's like the whole full circle. So they don't really have an opportunity to not be successful.
Yeah, and just to add to that mindset piece, right? Like he said, like it's a full team of us. So again, we have accountability calls every single Monday where we have our personal development coach. My brother, he actually does it every single morning. So when we're teaching you the game, we also give you the accountability and the motivation to actually go and do it. Because it's one thing to see Smitty like, dang, I seen him get 50,000, but then there's an entirely new thing for somebody to be with you, holding you accountable and give you that encouragement to do so. So that's why the 5 days, the concept is so powerful, because in 5 days of you just having people believe in you, push you, getting information, getting resources, and then seeing results, that's like you say, you can't go back to that. Like after that, it's like, I can't go back.
It's another thing to that too. On the other, like, while we was talking about this earlier, the word scam, right? And a lot of people don't sign up for things like this. A lot of people don't invest into mentorship. A lot of people don't invest into themselves because the person that's asking for the investment may have not proven themselves, may have not, you know, showed this or may have not showed that. And so I understand where people come from, but then also on the same token with us, right? We're giving you a lot of game now. That's clear as day. So, like, okay, they know something, but that might be rehearsed. There's no way in hell you're gonna go 5 days straight, damn near 2 hours a day, rehearse. That's not like, that is, at some point you like, okay, these guys know what they're talking about. Imagine 5 days of coming in here, fire every day. 7 to 9, 7 to 9, 7 to 9, 7 hours, 5 days straight. And what people don't know until they sign up, we didn't tell y'all, but it's actually 6 days. So we do a Sunday, which is a bonus day.
It's really 12 days because you got the accountability.
Yeah, it's 12 days. So you can't fake at that point. You can't
how
fake
much
it.
is it?
So to get access to the full challenge is only $497. So you literally get access to literally
so you
everything.
Get 12 days of value for $497.
Everything.
That's crazy.
Literally everything.
And with Smitty Play, it's basically free.
It is free.
Because he teach you how to get the money.
Yeah. And the earlier you get in, the better, because we also having free classes. We also jumping in the Facebook group. We're dropping more tips, more game in the Facebook. You connect to more people. So it's like, it goes from 12 days to 20 days to, it's like you a part of the family now at this point.
So man, tell them where they need to go to get access to the challenge.
You go to letsfundyourfreedom.com, LETS fundyourfreedom.com, and you'll be able to get your spot and lock in. And then also what I want to do is, if you guys lock in your spot, just send me a DM, DSBOONE, and just send me a screenshot of your spot. I'm gonna send you my 100K in credit ebook right out the gate, so you guys can start getting funded like tonight.
Yo,
We've that book was funded.
You talking way too light for that, bro. You gotta tone that one more time.
Oh yeah, so if you screenshot, like listen, you screenshot your purchase and send me a DM, DSBOONE, and then I see that, I'm gonna send you my 100K in credit ebook. That book alone funded like $1.7 million. I'm talking, I got the screenshot to prove it. Hey, I got your book, I got $50,000. Hey, I got your book, I got $30,000. It gives you the list of banks and everything. So I took that, we was funding so many people, I took it down for a little bit. So and now you can't get it anywhere else. So now I'm gonna give it to you guys. So now you can get funded even before the challenge starts. That's 10 banks in that book. That he's gonna give you another 10 banks. That he's gonna give you another. It's like, then we talk about the bigger lender plays. It's like, money is irrelevant at this point. Money is irrelevant. But then we show you how to find deals and find investments. So it's like, it's really A to Y. You just gotta bring Z, which is you.
So let's fundyourfreedom.com. That's your Instagram. What's yours, Ramel?
Mogul Lifestyle _. MOGULLIFESTYLE _
And Smitty?
Yep, and mine is _Smitty the Goat _. And you can find me on all platforms like that.
That's crazy,
It's gonna be
man.
the best decision in their life, man.
Yeah.
Y'all can hold me accountable to it. If it's not, post on social media that Smitty, you lied, that it wasn't the best decision in my life. But if it was, that also better post, this is the best decision in my life.
So this is a 2-year millionaire squad right here. They got the Let's Fund Your Freedom Challenge.com, May 29th, June 2nd. Y'all need to definitely be in that room, 100%. There's no reason not to. That $497 ticket, I mean, bro, all the game y'all giving, I mean, you're giving so much game. That's a drop in the bucket. You know, and if someone's smart and you ain't had to change, I would partner up with one of my homies and just go in on that 497. I would do what I need to do to be in that room to get access to this information, man. Before we get out of here, is there anything else y'all want to give? I mean, y'all done gave so much, but.
I want to say, just now that you just said partner, I'm thinking about all the business partners that are waiting for you in the group. It's not our first time doing the challenge. So we funded on our last one like $1.5 or $1.4 million that week. Not to mention there's a few people that took the fund and they start partnering with other people in the group. Like your business partner is waiting for you and you're ducking them. That's basically what you're doing. You're ducking your business partner. They in the group waiting for you, trying to connect, trying to build. And a lot of people, they haven't got started because they keep hanging around their day ones by sandbox people. But actually it's not even sandbox, it's quicksand. Like you're just getting sinking in the same struggle pot that you already was in, and now you just not pulling out, but we trying to pull you out and bring you in. But like at the end of the day, you gotta grab the hand so we can pull. But if you sitting there like, I don't know, like you're gonna be, I don't know, for the next 2 years, 3 years.
And it could have been the 2 years that you a millionaire.
I don't even want to get that deep into that. That's a whole time.
And I just want to say one more thing for them as well, for the people who think that this may be hard, right? Because I always hear that little thing floating in the air. Investing may be hard, starting a business may be hard, getting to know credit stuff may be hard, but staying in the same position is hard.
Walking was hard at some point.
Walking was hard, riding the bike, staying broke is hard. Living paycheck to paycheck is hard. Stressing about where your next paycheck gonna come from, your next dollar gonna come from, your next making your car note is gonna pay from. That's hard too. So they gotta choose their hard, and I want them to really think deep on that.
Yeah, choose your hard.
Choose your hard.
No, that's a fact. So everything that we talked about is cool. Like we give out the game, but it's like if you don't have this one piece, it means nothing. And like that's really the mind. So I say like the most powerful thing in the world is a made up mind. So they truly gotta make the decision to say, I'm gonna commit, I'm gonna be in this environment and I'm gonna get the most out of it. You heard what Smitty said earlier, mentorships that we done paid for, other people said, nah, I ain't getting nothing out of it. Well, we're living proof, we got something out of it, right? I'm saying? So I want everybody just watching this and listen, as you do join the challenge, we want you to make up your mind to commit, play full out, and do everything possible to make all the different strategies that we're gonna teach you work.
I just want to say thank you to you, providing a platform like this. People don't realize that the world is based off of media. That's why we do different things. That's why when things happen, we buying all the waters out the grocery store, we going ahead and buying all the food, we going ahead and doing this, that, and that because of media. But you went ahead and put a media platform that's giving more the positive, like, you know, putting people like us in position to, you know, share our story and share information and allowing other people to do the same thing, but all positive things. So I just want to say, you know, thank you to you. And, you know, everybody watching this should say thank you because, you know, it's not, you see a lot of us teaching stuff on Instagram, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot. You helping push that forward, you know, watching the news and seeing it talk about all killings and all dumb stuff. You're like, oh, listen, I want to show something positive so you can actually get about your situation and do something crazy.
Nah, man, I'm hella grateful to have y'all on the platform. I mean, not only because, you know, like, you know, y'all are really experts in what you do, but I mean, you really care about what you do too.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, this podcast, like the information that y'all are giving, it's really life changing for somebody that want to change the situation. So even if for some crazy, wild, weird reason, somebody don't want to get in the challenge, they can still take some information that y'all gave today and still figure out some stuff and run some plays. So I'm definitely grateful for that, and I appreciate that. But man, y'all are doing the work, you know, and this is just another stop on, obviously, you know, the tour and the campaign y'all running to change lives and you know, really make true impact, man. So I know this ain't gonna be the last challenge. You know, it's probably not gonna be the last time, you know, we had the opportunity to get you on the platform, bro. But yo, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was definitely crazy, man. So On the Pursuit podcast, Brendan Boyd, like I said, we connect with 6, 7, 8 figure earners. These guys, they just went crazy. You guys need to make sure that you go to letsfundyourfreedomchallenge.com, grab that challenge ticket, rock out with Smitty, rock out with Ramel, rock out with Derek Boone, and let's really, really turn up, man. Like, there's no reason right now that we should all change our situations.
It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I'll see you guys on the next episode. This podcast been crazy. Peace.